Welcome to Pherotone Studios. I'm going to show you what Crimson Guitar's black stunning stains looks like on an Alder guitar body. Welcome to Pherotone Studios. This is a Telecaster I've been building. I plan to stain it black with this black stain from Crimson Guitars. There's no affiliation with Crimson Guitars. I paid full price for this. The reason I'm going to stain it black is because I've already made a guitar recently out of Sapele which I stained black and it looked fantastic. So I'm going to stain this piece of Alder and then sort of sand it back, hoping that the grain will show through. And hopefully this Telecaster will look fantastic when that's done. It's got some black binding. I know that's going to be black on black, but I just think it will look cool. So yeah, what I'm going to use is one glove like Michael Jackson and some kitchen roll and just pour it on. I've already put a hook in the base of the guitar so that when it's stained I can hang it from the ceiling. Wish me luck. This guitar's already been sanded to 400 grit, so it should be ready to be stained. And do inside the pickup cavities, because sometimes you can see around the pickups. Right, I'm going to leave that for a few hours, sand it back and then probably give it another going over. It looks quite good. There's a couple of patches where I haven't scraped the glue off properly. Fail. So I'd recommend that if you're gluing any binding on, really put the effort in to scrape that back, because I thought I had scraped it all off but clearly not. So yeah, I'll show you in a couple of hours and we'll see if it needs another coat, and also I'll sand it back and see how that comes out. Like and subscribe. It's had 2 coats of black now, so I'm going to give it a second sanding, again with 400 grit sandpaper. Right, it's had 2 coats of Crimson Guitars black stunning stains, and I've sanded it down twice now so the grain comes through. I haven't done the edges quite as much as the centre because I want it to sort of have a bit of a fade to black around the edge, but it's looking fantastic. And I know for a fact that when I apply the oil, I'm going to use Crimson Guitars oil because, again, there's no affiliation with them or anything. I paid full price. I've used it before on another guitar. The only reason I found Crimson Guitars, I was looking for some black stains. I was making a guitar for my mate, and Crimson Guitars were the only place that I could find the exact stain I wanted. So I bought their oils as well because I thought, you know, why not? May as well add to the order. And watch a load of their videos. What a brilliant resource. So if you want to buy stuff for making guitars, Crimson Guitars, and also check out their YouTube channel, it's fantastic. So I originally bought this black stain for a chunk of Sapele. I turned it into a Les Paul style guitar for my mate. I'll put a link up here, a card, and one of the boxes at the end. So I stained it black on Sapele and it looked fantastic. So I thought, right, I'll do this chunk of Alder for my Telecaster, stain this black, sand it back so the grain shows through. And I know for a fact, because I've used this Crimson Guitars oil a lot, I've used their penetrating oil and true build, what am I talking about, high build oil. As soon as I pour that on here, it will look twice as good. So it always looks a bit not quite ideal when you just put the stain on, but once you put the oil on, the stuff is incredible. It's the best oil for guitars I've ever used. And Crimson Guitars, if you're watching, send me some free stuff, I'll definitely use it. So yeah, so in the next video I'll be putting some penetrating oil on this Crimson Guitars stuff and hanging it up here to dry. See you in the next video. Please like and subscribe and tell everyone. Comment, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of this Telecaster.